All right, we are in day 3 or 4
Three
of
and a
quarantine.
half.
This is what it gets like.
What
when you're
is
in
it? What's the
quarantine.
day? What's the year? I don't know. Where
We're
are
definitely in
we?
2020. It's been a pretty
2020
terrible year.
should
Oh,
be
it's been
cancelled.
yeah. Anyway, so we've got like 11 days left or 10 days left, however you decide that. And we're going insane already, but we're gonna. I wrote a post on Reddit for people to send me some match footage, so we're gonna have a look at that now. I'm just gonna, not the whole matches. I'm just gonna have a look at like 2 matches, and not even the whole thing. It's just like little bits from watching them, and I might do some more. I will do some more later on as well. But so I probably won't get around to everyone who sent them, but hopefully for these first 2 lucky ones at least, and then a couple more in the coming days. So the first one actually was a heel hook one. Let's take a look. So I've got my computer here, and we'll flip this around so I can show you. All right. And this one's, I believe his name's Nelson,
Hi, Nelson.
and he goes for 50-50. So his opponent here has gone for an outside heel hook on the free leg. That should be very difficult to get, so I think Nelson's done the right thing and basically ignored that. And he started to dig out the heel. So Nelson's controlling the free leg. This is quite good. He's managed to bring it across the body, which is fantastic for preventing his opponent from turning. Okay. One difficult thing is it can be, when you hold the far leg across the body like that, it can be hard for yourself to get side onto the knee to actually dig the heel, but he manages to dig the heel here in a moment. There we are. All right, and so this one he actually misses. He ends up getting him in a moment, but let's just have a look at why. And it comes down to the grip. So you'll see here, I'll just point here, the heel is near the elbow. Ideally we want the forearm and the wrist further back. So what happens is this hand's exposed and his opponent actually is able to pull that hand off. I'll show you in a moment when I grab Liv. Okay, so sorry. Let's just watch. So he's got that and his opponent managed to pull that hand off. All right. And then he talks a bit of trash and says my name even, I think, in another language. There we go. So he keeps going, and he's obviously watched the 50-50, the leg lock anthology, so he does a good job separating the legs, and we'll get the finish in a moment. Here we are, nice elbow hop, and the finish. All right, good work. All right, so let's just quickly go through that. So this probably won't help you much, Nelson, but it might be good for everyone else. Sorry, you asked me to analyze your match, but you won. So
Nelson's just showing up.
So we were here in 50-50, and Nelson's managed to get the other leg across here. Now, as I was saying, sometimes because you're holding this, it can sometimes be hard to turn, like to get the right angle here. You know, like I want to actually be kind of like almost facing my chest downwards. I'm gonna have a better chance to connect to the heel like that. Okay, so holding on to this is very good for stopping Liv turning, but it is difficult to catch the heel. Right. Another good option from there would be that elbow hop, which you got at the end. Putting your elbow here, lifting the hips, and allowing the heel to fall over the top. Alright, well, let's just sit up a bit so we can see. So I think the issue ended up being, and this is just, sometimes it's like this just from how, when you go to dig the heel, and you never get them, it's almost never perfect, but ideally, when we pull the toes to the ribs, we have just our hand sticking out, okay, like this. And if I'm worried about Liv, maybe she's hand fighting, for example. If I'm worried about her gripping my hand here, I will curl my fingers over the top of the shin and have that hand as hidden as possible. Okay. So if you see here where it is like this, if Liv starts trying to strip that, okay, she'll eventually do it, but it's going to take a lot longer than if your elbow is deep at the heel here. See, this is poking out. She's gonna, it's like a big lever she can pull to clear. Okay, so there was a point there when you dug the heel, even if it was a bit deep here, and I know Liv's gonna look for this, I would probably pull my elbow straight back, okay? Even if your shoulder goes towards the ground, that's gonna be fine here, and you can do this false grip, okay? Once you then have position, our second hand can come through, connect. And once they're connected, it's very hard to, she can pull on that all day. That's not gonna strip. We can start getting our legs in position and look to finish. All right, cool, so great work, Nelson. All right, next one was a gi. That's why I've got my gi on, because yes, we've got one more match here. So let's take a look. I'll turn this around. So this is just, I guess it's Jed, and you can hear his coach saying go towards the back. We'll talk about that in a moment. This is fighting someone who's playing a lot of half guard. And just want to go through how I would approach this particular scenario. The guy actually, when he was getting his underhook, he was doing a very good job of that. I'll mute that, sorry. Okay, so here we are. Coming in for the pass here. Nice good knee cut with the underhook, but there's been room to pummel and come back. All right, so let's just break down probably the one thing I would try to do slightly different against someone who's so adamant to get the underhook, okay? So, thank you, top on. Sorry. So in this scenario, lives down. You've got your opponent, just like, anytime you were getting in, even you had a good underhook yourself, the opponent is working super hard to come back through and swim their own underhook here. Okay. One thing is to when you get your underhook, to put your head as tight as you can next to the arm. So now when Liv goes to swing that over, she's gonna have trouble getting it. Okay. Otherwise, the way she's going to do this, if I don't leave this gap here, if there's no gap here, she's going to have to come over and through, okay, like this way, yes. Okay. So this is where your other hand's got to work to be dealing with this, okay. It's not necessarily a crossface, so go crossface, do that same thing. She can still often find a way through, and then she gets the underhook, okay. I would look to beat the line of the elbow here, so if Liv goes over with that arm, I would look to catch this and pull it like tight with my chest against the back, okay? Try and get an underhook now. Okay. Now she's stuck, okay? Once you've got that and your chest is behind the arm, you can, it's really about this elbow not being able to slip through, drop your elbow through that gap, okay? If my elbow is past that, she goes to do that, it's stuck, okay? So that's what you're looking to do. And if you go crossface, sometimes there's still that room, okay? But if you first get this and then crossface, and then your elbow's tight, now try and pull that through, that's going to be stuck. Okay, so we look at that again. We're here, Liv goes to go over the top first. I try to block it with my head. If she does manage to come over, I'm going to try and get my arm in front. And then if I can keep my elbow tight, I can then work in for a kind of a shallow crossface. I think the deeper I go, the more I open my elbow and give that chance for a gap here. Okay, and then obviously with that, you can continue to start trying to pass. Okay. Lastly, if I feel like I'm losing that, I'd start looking a lot at holding this bottom arm, because I love playing the underhook from bottom half guard. But if you get the underhook, so Liv gets the underhook, if I pull this up, it does make it very difficult to get any sort of sweep going. Or the other option is even pinning like this. Usually if I pin, sorry, I'm pinning this hand down. Can't really see from where the what?
I'm pinning his hand down.
She's there you go. Sorry, Liv. Pinning Liv's arm down. Okay. And I'm usually actually wanting to get like a near side. Like if you trade a near side for a why is this underhook good? She can bring me forward, and when she does, I can't like attach to her anymore, right? I'm too high up. But if you can trade this underhook for your own near side underhook, so as Liv goes, she's here. If I lean back, she's gonna have to sit up. Okay, I can take a near side underhook here. Right? Now if she goes to pull me forward, my own near side underhook will stop that. Okay, so this now counteracts her own underhook, and I got a chance to work to like flatten out into half guard and pass. Okay. Lastly, which is the one thing your coach was saying at the end there, because a few times you did, like you kind of came in, you maybe even blocked the underhook and started to pass, and your opponent started to turn in and start fighting for the underhook from here. Okay. Yes, here. Yeah, good. Okay, so, and then if you're trying to stay on this same side in front of them, Liv can be working to like trap my leg and start getting back into that half guard to set up that attack. Okay. When she's on her side like this, I'll be looking to step around. So put your weight heavy and low on the elbow. Just push the head if you need to. Step behind and spin to the back. Okay. Once you spin behind the back, you're either going to get side control, or if she stays facing that way, we can start to take the back as well. All right. So I hope that gives you some ideas on how to work with that. And again, great job.